Depressions. Why does your therapist ask about your childhood? Each of our adult lives is associated with our childhood experiences and perceptions. Our behavioral patterns and our attitude towards life and the day-to-day challenges we face are derived from how our childhood was spent. The warmth of a mother's love is the template for all future tenderness. The pain and hurt caused by a cold, aloof parent cloud later intimacies. The way our parents treated us during our childhood defines the way how we treat our lives in the present and the future. This is true in the majority of the cases. Emotional or physical abuse during childhood impacts adulthood and contaminates the adult self-esteem. Not only this, it also increases the likelihood of a chronic illness. So, the bottom line is that, the past influences the present to a higher extent. And for a therapist, it becomes almost mandatory to check and investigate your past, that is, primarily your childhood, to understand the causes of driving your depression. The challenge in therapy is not simply to learn about our pasts. It is to learn how our past still lives in the present and influences us beneath our awareness. Painful childhood memories are typically tied to distressing feelings such as abnormality, inferiority, worrisome self-doubt, hatred, humiliation, and shame. However obliquely, memories of these past situations and events can sneak up on a person in the present during moments of felt threat or vulnerability. 1. When questioning about your childhood, your therapist is willing to understand the factors that made you what you are today. He wants to analyze your present based on your attitude, behavioral patterns and emotional structures clinging to your present. All this information is enclosed in the shell of your past. 2. He is also looking for the patterns and experiences that link to your current personality. In this way, the therapist tries to relate to your present, which is a product of circumstances of your past. 3. He is concerned about your childhood to help you gain insight so you can work through any difficulties in the past, which should then help you better respond to similar situations, people, and thoughts in your present day and your future. 4. If a person is reluctant to talk about their childhood, past, or teenage, it can be safely assumed that their past was not idyllic. Being hesitant or unwilling to discuss one's childhood almost always suggests that it was either chaotic or suffused with feelings of inadequacy and shame. In such situations, a therapist tries to get all the information out of their clients to help them overcome their present-day challenges and liberate their horrifying past. 5. The therapeutic treatment involves carefully opening up old wounds that did not properly heal in order to perform a vital remedial operation on them. The procedure intends to positively alter how clients think and feel about themselves. 6. Mostly, people do not talk about their childhood past relationships to anybody and try to do away with those feelings of insufficiently cared for, or supported by involving in alcohol or drug addictions, gambling, and even sexually indulge with multiple people. But these wounds left unattended lurk close to the surface of the depression. Thus, talking openly about them can be beneficial. 7. The person who is depressed may feel that talking about the childhood past may lead them to dwell on it, but the purpose of a therapist is to go back to their past just to revision it, only to objectively understand it rather than focusing on the meanings they have ascribed to it. 8. A therapist can help view their past in a different, far more favorable light and can help begin to reflect them a new version, one much closer to how they have always wished they could see themselves. Our past unknowingly lives in our present, and before it dominates and damages the present, it is utmost important to permanently eradicate this. It remains with us until it's genuinely released and laid to rest. If we're to understand, and eventually change, the out-of-date beliefs and behaviors that run our life, unresolved issues from our childhood need to be examined and evaluated. As an adult, there may be nothing more important than evolving a positive self-regard and seeing yourself as competent, worthy, and lovable. If you still view yourself in a variety of negative ways, you owe it to yourself to take another look at your past and to discover, joyfully, that you're not who your parents prompted you to believe you are.